You said he allowed the ball to come to him. It was also apparent was how he didn't try and get it too square. Sometimes the players try and get the ball too square. Now you need pace on the surface, don't you, in order to get the ball squarer. He's contributed a few times, Naeem. He's played okay.
Yeah, he got the starts. He should be looking to transform those scores to a substantial one. Yet the reason why he's been able to do that, he stays inside the line of the delivery to be able to hit the ball in front. Very rarely we see him actually moving outside the line of the delivery to be able to hit the ball squarer. And that's a good trait to have for an opener. Allow the ball to come close, ability to hit the ball on the up. Finally, change of pace. Surprised the batsman, was into the stroke early.
And the key to the change of pace is that the action shouldn't change. That's how the batter is deceived, and Mahabir is one of the best at it. Just holds a little bit in the pitch. Still a slip in place. Extra cover is not quite catching, but he's certainly not back on the edge of the 30-yard circle. Nicely bowled. Well, we've seen Ronnie Pubg play a couple of forward defences now. Early on in the competition, he came on and he played shot after shot and he was successful. And then suddenly he started to get string a couple of low scores together. Was left out the side. Now he's brought back into the side, and it's almost as if, well, I need to look after my wicket a little bit, just a little bit. Or not. Or not. He'll spank that away for 4. Ends the third, 17 without loss. No damage done yet. The Rangpur Riders haven't lost a wicket. They've got off to a decent start. They're going a little over 5 to the over. The run rate is not the problem. The run rate will never be the problem. This is about smart batting. Might not be entertaining, but it needs to be smart.
The last ball of the previous overs was entertaining. It wasn't a long hop.
The Rangpur Riders have Riders could even ask any of the Sylhet strikers, batters, what pitch is doing, because they wouldn't know. They weren't there for long enough.
And they're not facing Omarzai with the new ball, who swung the ball appreciably, got the deviation of the surface. And modern day batsman, as usual, didn't have the answer.
Strikers fielders on the offside. Very, very tight. Asking Rangpur to hit the ball through the field or over it. You're not just going to give away easy singles here. Good over again from Imad. Just 3 coming from it. That's 4 gone. 20 without loss.
Still at Strikers putting up just the 92 runs, which didn't seem plausible at one point in time. Recovered somewhat due to performance of Tanzim and a little bit from the skipper. Now having to look for wickets, which is the only way you can even have a semblance of an opportunity. The bowlers have tried. Tanzim with the ball now. After his little bit of an effort with the bat, haven't really succeeded in eking out a wicket. Tough work for the bowlers here. Roshan?
Yeah, it is. It's made tougher by the fact that the Strikers have just managed to get a very small score. 92 runs is not frightening at all. And defending 92 is not easy. You need to get wickets from ball 1, more or less.
Well, that might have helped their cause. There's a little bit of an edge, but there was a real big swipe at that one.
Another look at that. I like the approach of the openers, though that shot wasn't great. That stayed down. They're not going to be watchful. Their approach is good. They appear to be wanting to finish things off quickly and batting quite normally, though the rate of scoring is under 5 runs and over. They're not holding back anything.
There's the deviation down the leg side, allows that simple roll of the wrist and a single hitting the pads rather than the bat. That's a leg by. I think they've decided that they're not really take any kind of chance. Just go easily to the target.
What I've seen with most teams when they are chasing a smaller score, they tend to be a little bit tentative, they tend to be a little bit defensive, ultra sometimes, but not in this case. And see, the captain of Select is, that is Mashrafi, is having a really, really thin line to walk on. Because, see, he's defending 90, just 92. Now he needs wicket. And well, I'll tell you, there's a massive crowd. This is the best we have seen in the Ispahani BPL, and they need to be commended, Shami. Coming to the ground today, such a build-up outside the gate. It's so encouraging.
Control, that is the approach at the moment. Yes, I feel sorry for the crowd. Tell you frankly, they came here with huge expectations, wearing the pink of the Select Strikers and hoping that the team would really establish themselves. And look at that massive crowd. It's very, very impressive. And just looking to just get a breakthrough. There's something for them to cheer about.
I'm wondering how they're going to select the most enthusiastic fan. It's going to be a tough one because it's a huge crowd. There's so much of enthusiasm.
I tell you what, Roshan, I don't think it's the state of play. It's when the cameras are on them that they suddenly erupt and become very enthusiastic. Are we going to have a change in? They have just not spotted themselves. I think this guy is just, there you go. And that's done well in the deep. Had to cover a bit of ground. Ball was traveling. Managed to stop the boundary. 25 without loss. 100,000 for the player of the match. Doesn't Tucker's player of the match in the eliminators and qualifiers get 2 lakhs, and the winner gets a massive 2 crore, 20 million. Tucker's a lot to play for.
I can tell you what, you were spot on when you said that the enthusiasm is seen when they're on the cameras. I mean, a pretty certain sections the crowd has been rather quiet. But have the cameras on them, they are very enthusiastic.
Raja Rahman Raja now. Don't see the venom that we noticed from the bowlers earlier on. Well, got a bit of a deflection, a quick run taken.
Also see the way sometimes pitchers tend to respond. That's a slow one. Respond to the way the batters tend to bat on it. Because I thought earlier on when the Sylhet strikers were batting, they were very watchful. Deliveries started to move around. They were tentative. Feet movement weren't there. So in that frame of mind, the bowlers were dictating terms. But here, it's a different ball game. You would see that the batters showing greater intent, looking to come down the pitch, not letting the bowlers really dictate terms to them. So there is a difference.
Just in hope rather than actual movement, just throwing the bat at that one ball going wide. Just that luxury of having such a small target to chase gives that opportunity to the batters to be a little choosy in their shot making. As I mentioned earlier, no need to take any kind of risk at all.
But I think, yeah, they don't need to take risks, but I feel they should be positive. They should not be in any way looking to play safely. They should play their normal game, look to punish anything loose, look to be aggressive.
Oh, hand off now. Is that going to be taken? It is. Imad Wasim covers a bit of ground. That is the wicket they've been striving for. An attempt by Naeem to pull one, maybe a hand off, and immediately it's spooned up into there. And a good catch taken.
Interesting to see the length of that delivery. It definitely pays off. Did it come on? Was it too full? That's the question. I think he bounced a bit on him. He was looking to come forward. He was committed, bounced a bit. Excellent catch. Imad Wasim, yeah, they needed wickets. Mohammad Naeem Sheikh out for 18. Rangpur Riders are 27 for 1.